Next up on the program is the Red Square ZX10 Masters Cup. Rob, this is going to be a good one. Some big names we know all too well.
Graham Fromidar, the man to beat. He knows this track literally backwards. But Carl Robertson, Tony Clem and Peter de Vos, he's got that championship lead at the moment. But Graham Fromidar, on the form he's in, is really going to be the man to beat. So as we head out, Graham Fromidar is on pole position, and not a good start there from Peter de Vos. You can see that ZX10 of his wheeling all over the place, and that's Carl Robertson and Tony Clem just behind him. So Graham Fromidar's got the whole shot for sure as we head into Potter's Pass. Great start there from Yakukos as well.
Well, Peter de Vos is going to have to hang it wide open through Potter's Pass because it wasn't the greatest of starts on board with Stuart Russell. And just showing you how bouncy it is, the head's going all over the place. And I tell you what, this is the part of the track with you're not too sure how your tyres are going to react to that very fast part of the track.
Carl Robertson on the inside of Tony Clem as we go into Copacabana, and this track is so demanding. You throw in 55 k's an hour win and it makes it even harder on board here with Sid Farina down the backstrand. You can see you're not only fighting the bike, you're fighting the wind as well as you head into the infield. And now the problem with the infield is you've been going right the whole time. Now you're going to flick it left for the first time. Your tyres are cold, so you've got to be oh so careful.
Well, not too many people think about that when it comes to motorcycle racing, and it's exactly like that here in East London. There's a whole bunch of rights, and suddenly you've got to go left, and you have to be very careful as to how the bike's going to behave. Mike McSkimming goes through there on the 71, and look how carefully he went through there, not too sure.
As we come to the line, and Graham Fromidar has backed off, and that's allowed Carl Robinson to close in on his tail, and he gets great drive onto the front straight, and Carl Robinson, oh no, he's got the bike wheeling, and that's going to hand the victory to Graham Fromidar, just ahead of Carl Robinson, with Tony Clem picking up the third, ahead of championship leader Peter de Vos. So not a good ride there. Unfortunately, lost a lot of points there. Stewie Russell, a great ride in fifth. Sid Farina, Yakukos and Michael Smith rounding out your top 8 as we head into race number 2. And Carl Robinson with a good start there from second position. Can he challenge Graham Fromidar as he did in race 1 on board here with Sid Farina? Not a good start from the big man as we head into Potter's Pass, and the wind has picked up for race number 2, so that's going to make it even more difficult. And what a great shot. 20 ZX10s peeling into Potter's Pass, and then you're going to go up to 5th gear, and then it's whoever got the biggest anatomy will go fastest through rifle range.
Well, so far it's looking like Graham Fromidar. He's had some great starts. In fact, a lot of guys got better starts in this race, perhaps just understanding the conditions at coastal level and how much extra horsepower the bike's got when you drop that clutch.
So impressed with Tony Clem. He's running in 3rd place at the moment behind Peter de Vos, who's having a much better race as we go further down the field here. That's Michael Smith battling with Sid Farina and Andre de Noon, and Raymond Keel also in there with Henny Duplessis. And great slow-mo shot in the infield. Carl Robinson all over Tony Clem for that final podium position. And that's Stewie Russell. He's 5th on track at the moment, but he's leading Class C. That's the old man's class, and that's Sid Farina once again with Raymond Keel right on his tail. We've seen them dice the whole way through the season on board here with Sid. He's going to flick it right, and you've got to be oh so careful on throttle here because it is so easy to get it wrong going up the hill.
Well, he's putting in a great ride, and you see how he rolled on the power out of that turn. He didn't want to snap it on because, like you said, you can get a big high side out of there. As we go back to the number 18 of Carl Robinson.
Carl Robinson on the dirt. How is that for action? He made the pass on Tony Clem, and he got on the gas a little too early, and that's allowed Clem to come back at him in the infield. Remember, this is the battle for the final podium position, but Robinson holds on. Great ride there. He got it on the dirt, and I've seen that go wrong plenty of times, so he did really well to hang on to that. But Tony Clem coming up to the checkered flag. Can he put a pass on Robinson, who runs wide? So Clem's going to square it up here and try and do it on the brakes in the final turn.
Back with our race leader. Just gone past one of the back markers. That's Jason Joshua, but he's going to show him the way to the checkered flag. And another fantastic performance from a name we've heard many, many years, and winning the circle there for Graham Fromidar.
We're going to look at the overall results, and it was Fromidar on the Ivan Kawasaki ahead of Peter de Vos, Carl Robinson, Tony Clem, Stewie Russell, Yakukos, Andre de Noon, and once again Michael Smith ending up the top 8.
Join us after the break for more Extreme Festival action.